All right, shalom, shalom to the elect of nation of Israel. Before I get started, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and my elders of Great Millstone who lead, teach, and rule well. Love and honors to the sincere listeners who listen and subscribe to the men of Great Millstone. This is the brother Edified from GMS Land Church, coming with a quick lesson of the Spirit, going into the continuation of the spread of the coronavirus, okay? In which today is May 25th, 2020, year of prophecy, and this is from a couple of days ago. This is from May 22nd, from the Washington Post, and it just the headline reads, it says, study. It says 24 states still have uncontrolled coronavirus spread. So 24. So just off the top headline here, at least half of the 50 states still have a coronavirus spread issue, man. Okay, so and this is as far as what Esau is reporting. We take that, of course, and we understand that Esau is a deceiver, but this is just what we have to go with. But just going to say that it's very possible that there still hasn't been the spread of the coronavirus that it may end up spreading to. That's one narrative that's already been put out in the news as well, that they're saying that it's been said that the coronavirus is going to spread more also next fall and winter, next so-called flu season. So just staying current with the news is that's given out, that we have to go to, just filtering, of course, all through the Spirit, the Spirit, and also the Scriptures. Going to the article, I'm not going to read the whole article. It is quite long, but going to the article, it says the coronavirus may still be spreading at epidemic rates in 24 states, particularly in the South and Midwest, according to new research that highlights the risk of a second wave of infections in places that reopen too quickly or without sufficient precautions. And, in certain states and certain municipalities, that you had uprising of the people in which they were really pushing their politicians and local and state governments to allow them to continue on a more normal basis. So some states and some places were open more so than others. There was a more spread and migration of people in certain places versus others. Continuing on, it says, researchers at Imperial College London created a model that incorporates cell phone data showing that people sharply reduced their movements after stay-at-home orders were broadly imposed in March, with restrictions now easing and mobility increasing. With the approach of Memorial Day and the unofficial start of summer, the researchers developed an estimate of viral spread as of May 17th. So going to show you too, they're also tracking you through the cell phone and your data. They're showing you just to point and highlight that as well. It is a snapshot of a transitional movement in the pandemic and captures the patchwork network across the country of COVID-19, the disease caused by the virus. Some states have had little spread or crushed the curve to a great degree and have some wiggle room to reopen their economies without generating a new epidemic level surge in cases. Others are nowhere near containing the virus. So all that really they're saying is they don't really know what the hell is going on, okay? They're just leaving wiggle room here and there, playing with numbers in this area, okay, just, trying to tie that to the data, things of that nature. And because the thing about it is, even with that, how do they know, without testing a great number or the majority of the population, how would they even know who had coronavirus? They don't know who all had the coronavirus, okay? Just like with these athletes or certain entertainers who, end up getting these tests because of who they were. A lot of them, claim to have the coronavirus. But if they didn't have those tests, they wouldn't know they had the coronavirus. So how do they even know these numbers are accurate? That's what it just goes to show that at the end of the day, Esau really doesn't know what the hell is going on, okay? But at the end of the day, we just know and trust that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, especially with us being in 2020, the year of prophecy, is doing works and bringing plagues upon the earth. Okay, and that's pursuant to the scripture. And I'm going to get into scripture in a second. I just want to see if there's anything less. Oh, yeah, it names some states. So I just dropped down the arc a little bit more, and it says in 24 states, however, the model shows a reproduction number over 1. Texas tops the list, followed by Arizona, Illinois, Colorado, Ohio, Minnesota, Indiana, Iowa, Alabama, Wisconsin, Mississippi, Tennessee, Florida, Virginia, New Mexico, Missouri, Delaware, South Carolina, Massachusetts, North Carolina, California, Pennsylvania, Louisiana, and Maryland. But, okay, because my one state that jumps out to me is California, because as far as the news media has portrayed, California has been a pretty strict state. So it's interesting to me that state is on that list. It sticks out to me. It says when the R naught is below 1. Oh, so those are over 1, okay? When the R naught is below 1, it means the virus is hitting a lot of dead ends as it infects people. Someone who was infected but who follows social distancing rules or stays quarantined under recovering has a good chance of not infecting anyone else. The challenge is finding a way to reopen the economy with sufficient care to prevent the reproductive number from going over 1, okay? So the point is that the coronavirus is continuing to spread, okay, and touch a lot of people at a very high rate, okay? And then, they don't know how it's going to spread and how it's going to move and affect the masses as these economies open back up and there's more movement of the people and interaction of the people. Okay, so we're just going to get into the scriptures and just, once again, just show how this is all pursuant to biblical prophecy, and this is just a mighty work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai using his plagues, one of his plagues being the pestilence, to bring us closer to the complete downfall and destruction of Esau, Edom's kingdom, okay, and the deliverance of the elect by Yahushai, okay? 2 Ezra 16, let's see. It says, I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? See, plagues are sent unto the earth, man. Okay, COVID-19 being one of those plagues, okay? Verse 6, may any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it hath begun to burn? No. What you going to do when those things, when that fire and stubble and it's burning, okay, or a hungry lion when it's hungry, okay, when it's in the way, okay, it's going to take one mighty feat, one mighty work to make that situation not happen, man, okay? I mean, these plagues are coming down, okay, and the only way to avoid these plagues as they come down, okay, is through the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. That's why we do this work. That's why we believe in those names. That's why we get into these scriptures and do our best to try to measure the times and bring out a measure of understanding, okay, to the body that's equitable with our measurement, okay, because we are seeing these plagues happen, okay. Continuing on, 2 Ezra 16:8, the mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? Okay, going to ultimately, okay, at the end of the day, the biblical judgment for America, okay, the ultimate plague and judgment is complete and utter destruction by the way of thermonuclear ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay? That's the big shebang, man, the big fire, the big wrath, the big it, okay? I'm going to jump down a little bit. 2 Ezra 16:13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. See, that's exactly what the scriptures say. Okay. Those arrows, okay, that are going to be shot and they're sharp, when they're shot, are going to be those missiles. And it's going to be a very real and vivid destruction for those who are in the midst of that. Okay. 2 Ezra 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. And them plagues also that are going to return again are going to return to Israel. Also the plagues such as sickness and disease of the body, man. Okay. But once again, the ultimate plague is the destruction by way of those missiles, by those arrows. Okay, finishing out 2 Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Reincarnation scripture. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the beginnings shall stand, and the powers shall stand and fear the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? See, the beginning of evils, part of those evils being the plagues of the pestilence. Also to come, famine, also written as above, wars, great beginning of famine, great death, the powers, the armies, the governments and countries standing in fear. Okay. But in those days, we shall do exactly what we're doing now, doing our best to please Yahweh Shai with our works, with our words, with our actions, and hope and pray that we are found worthy of salvation when Yahweh Shai returns. Okay. So I'm going to end it off there. I hope and pray that was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostles, my elders, a great millstone who lead, teach, and rule well. Love and honors to my Akim, who are pushing the word and truth and sincerity across the four corners. Until next time, Shalom.